libraries. To solve this, sir suggested creating a platform that brings all these libraries together, and that's exactly what I'm building it. Beautiful. I need the page to be something more beautiful instead of white cap, but still, he's saying it is under development. I'm okay with it. I love this. UI libraries, though the animations needed, UI should be something more good, but it's kind of okay to me. UI libraries, animation libraries. I think like see, have you ever seen the change here? When I click here animation, it's coming change here. You seen that, right? If you put some animations, something like page view, it will be good. Pritish, I hope it will be done by Monday. Routing libraries. Oh, you put it something called React navigation also. I think React navigation people use it for React Native. That's good. That's good. This is for data fetching, icons libraries. I think one guy asked it here. I don't know. That guy is absent today. He will come. Once he come, I will show. State management library, CSS libraries, forms libraries. British, once it is done, give me. Let me know. And I will tell you some ways to make it open source so that you can make it more better. That's really good. Good idea, Ritesh. Finally, someone is doing it something helpful. And reminding people, whatever you guys know with those concepts, you can create really beautiful ones. Why don't you create a simple kind of, documentation sites or a simple kind of, take it React projects. For every topic, I gave you one topic, na? One project, na? You create one website where it will contain 30 days of React. One day, one topic. You will tell in detail how to do this project, what to do this in this project, what will be your output, how to do it step by step, what is each and every line, you will explain them so that if beginner comes na, beginner will do 30 tasks in your website, they should get the React completely. Are you getting my point, ma? It's like instead of teaching by notes, you are teaching it something other. Like that, you can think of nice ideas. I want you to think something nice idea so that it will help. I loved this. Second, sniper.netlify.app. Someone Sudhir did this. Naresh IT Pharma. Why? Register. I should enter all. What will happen if I enter all? Still need to enter, I think. Good. Anyone more have any site? What about you? You didn't have? Huh? Water? Upload is not uploaded. Oh God. What about others? Anyone have a Redux site? No? Any other site? Portfolio or something? For the inspiration ones, recently I have seen some portfolios. I kind of bookmarked it, I think. I read one article in something called Mastery blog. Okay. I have seen really beautiful portfolios and I will just share it with you. See these things. I will give this page also. See, someone created a portfolio like this. Such a cool idea, na? Like if you wanted to know about that guy, if you write it like AP help then I will understand whether his resume do you want it his contact, do you want it his about, I want about. Then if I type here about, I will get about him. It's a cool project. I have seen something, interesting ones. See, someone created their resume like this, and even the language they used. See this logic. I love this kind of creativity. Const Ashish equals to array of ingredients where they are using it like designer in the array form. That's kind of programming logic, na? Now let's take it another one. See, simple. They are just showing it different kinds of his work, his photos, or his whatever the logic he is having it. That's good. This is portfolio, or see, this is someone's portfolio. Balaji, leveling up in technology, web dev, level 10, about, he's showing it. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Online, are you all getting my point? Is it clear online? I will give you this website name. I will give you this article link in the resources. And I want you to check these things. And before you create your site, I want you to focus on these things and create a beautiful site. See how much nice their portfolios are. Your portfolios also should look like something good. It should not be something so simple. See, it's a 3D card, shining 3D card. When you show something like this, now people will understand you know the things. Okay, automatically they will understand it easily. You don't need to say it like I'm good. By seeing your projects, they should understand good. Your project should not be like I created something card. Okay, I created something like scroller. It should be something more interesting. See, someone created some kind of funny sites. They provided the YouTube links and all. Any doubts? No. This is just for inspiration, and I highly recommend not to use. I highly recommend not to use any kind of AI. Better don't use. File, open folder. You are in the end edge, so don't spoil it. See, I gave two. I gave two. Okay, you just take it any one so that you will understand. Now let's come back to yesterday's topic, sir. What did we discuss yesterday? Yesterday we discussed on Redux. Now everyone just answer these questions. How many stores will be there in Redux? How many stores will be there in Redux? One. What is the use of store? Storing the storing the state values. Storing the state values. Now, next, what is what is reducer? What is reducer? What is reducer? Reducer is a function. Reducer is a function to update the state values. Reducer is a function to update the state values. Next, which contain rules. Someone is saying it like that was also absolutely good. What are actions? What are actions? Actions dispatch the reducer. Actions dispatch the reducer. Action is a object. Action is a object. That object dispatches the reducer. The reducer will contain like it will check action ka type kya hai, action ka payload kya hai, it will check. So basically action is an object. Now, who will trigger this action? Who will trigger this action? Event. Who will trigger the actions? Events. End user will do in event. Event will trigger actions. Actions dispatches the reducer. Reducer goes to the store and update. What is the hook you will use to take data from store? What is the hook you will use to take data from store? Use selector. Which one you will use? Use selector. Use dispatch, you will use it for actions to dispatch into the reducer. But to take values from store, you will use selector. Last but not least, what is Redux? Redux is a state management library. Redux is a state management library. Perfect. Now let's do more into the Redux toolkit. First, I think we didn't discuss the steps and all. No? First step, install Redux, npm install Redux and Redux, React Redux. Next, cre create a folder, Redux, and files, files, files as action.jsx, reducer.jsx, or sorry, not JSX, JS only, reducer.js.js, store.js. First, in action.js, what you will write? I am writing one simple function, const incr which will return type increment. Huh? Actually, uh, here this is a file name. I'm just writing it. Payload something 25. We will write it the all code here. Now, next, sir, in the reducer file, what you will write, sir? Here you will export reducer file. You will write it here. Const online people also I highly recommend you to write it. Initial state equals to count 0 function my reducer state equals to initial state comma action switch action dot type. If action dot type is increment, count value will be return object which contain count value state के अंदर count प्लस action के अंदर payload. I recommend online people also to write it so that you will understand it easily. Next, even for your practice also will be done. Default case directly return state. I'm not doing any decrement and all because program will become bigger. Because it's an example only. I am writing it only increment. Yes, noted down, sir. Next one. After this, export my reducer, store store.js. Like we are creating basic code. Import create store from Redux. Import my reducer, my reducer from reducer.js. Const export const my store equals to create store my reducer. It's like I'm writing the whole code which I wrote it yesterday so that notes only you will understand it. Next. Any questions are there till now? Any questions? No. Last one. Have any questions? No. Focus here. Now, next one, sir. Step three. I think step three is this. No, two only. Step three. Provide, provide, store as global store, global store, provide store as global store. We provide the global store in main.jsx. You will write in the code such as provider store equals to my store, then app. Good. Next. Can we place the provider in app.jsx? You can keep it in app.jsx also, but main.jsx is easy. Why? Because now you wanted to provide the store for whole app. In app.jsx, if you want to provide it, how you will put the provider should be the first one and the end one. In between, you will write the code. Usually in app.jsx, you will put lot of code. Na? Instead of that all, if you write it here, it will be easy for you to understand. That's it. If you write it the same thing, it will work in app.jsx also. But point is, whatever the code inside this particular provider, in that code only store will work. This is clear. Are you all getting my point, ma? In interview, when they ask it, you should be clear. Next. Next one, sir. Step 4. Use use selector use selector in app.jsx to get the data, to get the to get the data from the store. to get the data from the store. How do we write it, sir? We will import use selector, and then all you have to write is const count equals to use selector state. State के अंदर count value is there. That value will become the count. Now wherever you want, you can print it. Next, step 5. Use use dispatch in app.jsx to dispatch actions to the reducer. Reducer. Next, how do you write it, sir? Const dispatch equals to use dispatch. Here you will have button. Here you have button left, right, on click. Whenever someone clicks this, then I will say dispatch incr. Automatically it will return all the values. Click me. Any doubts ma online? That's it. Then your store is ready. Online any doubts? No. Let's discuss Redux toolkit. Redux toolkit. Redux toolkit. Redux toolkit. Redux toolkit simplifies actions and reducers by combining them as one part. What it will do, Redux and Redux toolkit both are basically same, but Redux toolkit will give you something kind of ease of benefit. It's like it's advantage for to make less boilerplate or simple state management, simple state management, simple state management to make less boilerplate or simple state management. We use Redux toolkit. When you are dealing with something kind of big applications, Redux will help you. But Redux toolkit is easy to do when compared to the Redux. You don't need to write that many files. Next one. Next one. How do we do Redux toolkit, sir? Same logic. Go here, Redux, basic Redux demo, CD, basic Redux demo, CD React. Huh? Why it is not saying it? Basic Redux demo. I'm inside npm run dev. Go here. Now it will open the npm run dev, which will have the application plus minus. Now in this application, you are having multi-layer here. You are having something called, you know, all the stages, store, action, and all. But Redux Toolkit will tell instead of doing that all, you use something called configure store. Here I will use same thing in the reducer. I can use something called configure the store. Configure. For that you need to install, I think. Yeah, I forgot. You need to install cd react cd basic redux demo. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts till now? Online, any doubts till now? Online, are you all there? Why it is not coming? Yeah, it's there, it's there, it's there. Okay, now let's go to the documentation. Redux toolkit. Get started. Go down. Copy. Paste. Installed. Now all you have to do is where is the configure store? Install. Yeah, देखो. Instead of writing a normal one, people will write it something called configure the store. Go here. Now Redux RT store, which is Redux Toolkit store. Now export RT store. Now reducer, it is having initial state, which is having count value 0, comma, reducer. Inside the reducer, you will write same logic. See here, you are providing the whole story, whole store. That is nice. Now here, why they are not doing it the okay configure store? You will write it first slice. Will create a slice. Slice. Now configure store. Where did we put the store? Control X. Store. Now where is this? Why we are getting errors? Go top, go top, go top, go top, go top. Now see here. I created here initial state value. Okay, initial state 2. Now how this Redux toolkit will work, sir? Redux toolkit will contain, guys, Redux tool will contain reducer and action combined. Reducer and action combined. That will make it like more architecture easy. But this combination is called slice. What is the combination? Slice. Sir, that means at a time you will create the reducer, at a time you will create the action also. Okay. Like take it, take it the kind of dictionary. In that action is the word. For example, I'm checking the meaning for the word sarcasm. The word and the meaning both will be there in the in the one book only na. Imagine you are checking word somewhere and the meaning somewhere else, it would be difficult. That is what normal Redux will do. Normal Redux is like whenever you dispatch an action, action will go to reducer. But instead of that, imagine the action and reducer both they are combining into one component, which is called a slice. What is it called? Slice. This slice will create the reducer, which will be given to the main one. Let's see one slice. Create slice. Create slice. Now here I am writing reducer. Did I write any switch case? No, by default they are writing switch case only indirect way. See, instead of writing switch case, you just put it increment. Automatically, what the increment will do? Decrement, what the decrement will do? It will only do it. Now, now in this increment, decrement, and increment by amount, they are considered as actions, and by default, whole thing is considered as the counter slice reducer. Whole thing is considered as the counter slice reducer. Now go here. I will take that reducer, whatever the counter slice reducer is there. Counter slice reducer, counter reducer. I will take this one. Where is store? Inside this. Import counter slice. Where is this counter slice? Counter reducer. Now in reducer, what is the default you are returning, ma? Everyone see. In reducer, what is the default one? In reducer, what is the default one you are sending counter slice dot reducer. Whatever you default one send, that default one only I'm taking it in another name. Default ones you can change the name. I'm changing the name. I'm taking it as create counter reducer, and I just added here, and I just made it a my store as counter reducer. Now all I need is triggering. If I go here, if I go here, app.jsx. If I go here, app.jsx, here I will import increment from reducer, decrement from reducer, and increment by action amount reducer. And I will put them these things as copy. Now go here. These things will go, if anyone click on this, it will go here. Okay, nice. And dispatch also, instead of count, I gave in the second one value. Now you see the output. I get here output empty. Counter reducer has already been declared. Huh? Oh, both are having same name. So I will give here counter reducer 2, counter reducer 2. Export artist store is not defined in module. Huh? Where did I write artist store? Where did I write artist store? Hmm? Increment this. देखो here artist store I'm doing it. This is the problem. So there is no artist store only. Now here only this counter now. Nothing will happen. Cannot read properties of the value. Undefined. Why it is undefined? Because provider is providing my store. And here in the store page, what I did, I took the counter reducer to here I created artist store. And here, go here, go to main.jsx. In the main.jsx, instead of my store, write it here, artist store. Import artist store. And I will write it here, artist store. Now I got here values. And I click here plus. Something is happening, but use select is not coming. Why? Because you go here, state dot value only now. It will come as count, correct only. Then why it is not coming? Go here, return console.log state. State is having one counter reducer. It is having count. Why it is having counter? No, 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 no. See, understand it, everyone. Use selector. It is having one store only now. What is the store name? What is the store name? Artist store. Now where is the store is declared here? Artist store. Where is artist store? This is artist store. Artist store is containing counter reducer. This is wrong. My store should contain counter reducer. Artist store is should contain counter reducer too. Now it will work. The slice reducer for the key counter reducer to returned undefined during initialization. If the state is passed to the reducer is undefined, you must explicitly return the initial state. Why it is returning the undefined? Now go to the reducer 2. In the reducer 2 file, I just written the here reducer. I just written here counter reducer. Now go to the top. State value, state value, state value. Import create slice. Create slice counter reducer. Correct only. The slice reducer for the key counter reducer returned undefined during initialization. Why it is saying it undefined in the initialization time? It is doing one function. What is the function name? Increment, decrement, and increment by amount. This is the increment. Now this increment is written as the action. Increment is written as the action. Actions and reducers are in the same. Now I will go here into the main app. In this here increment only it called. Correct only na? Decrement it called. And it printed the state value. Where exactly the mistake is happening? Why it is sending it undefined? Somewhere here only the mistake is there. Go here. I did this. Oh, I should not write it directly counter. I should write it state dot counter dot value because it is storing inside the counter. Okay. So go here, state dot counter dot value instead of writing it state dot. Now it will return correct. No, still no. Hmm. Counter reducer store reducer is an object containing counter reducer 2. Now I got it. Refresh. Counter is there. Inside that again counter is there. Counter is the state. State के अंदर counter. Counter के अंदर val count. अरे still it is printing count value रे. Why? It should be value na. Why it is count? Because name is wrong. Same error is coming. initial state provider, initial state reducer, initial state to value 0. Let's see here. But I hope you understand basic logic. One more time, I'm telling what is the difference between Redux and the Redux toolkit is, if you see yesterday in Redux 1, it take here these many things. But instead of this Redux toolkit, what it will do, it will combine this both stages and it will create something called a slice. What it will create? Slice. Instead of writing create store, you will create the store with the configure store. In the configure store, slice will give you reducer, slice will give you actions. Both will be done in one function only. Okay. Now, whatever the actions done by slice used by the component and whatever the reducer is there, using that reducer, you will configure the store. Okay. These things were clear only. Why I'm getting it this error is the one which we have to check. In case if anyone wants to debug or is getting some error or wants to check or something kind of one always search the Google instead of using ChatGPTs. Because Google, interesting point is in Google, if you go there, it will teach you so much things. You will understand it like how they are working on. Okay, how each one will work on. But if you go to the ChatGPT, problem is most people will copy paste the code, which is wrong. Clear? No. Um, counter every reducer receives every action dispatched. Maybe this is the problem. What if it's a default case? But it's a toolkit. It's not Redux. Redux toolkit error. Redux toolkit. Slice reducer for the key return occurs because specifically the one counter slice didn't return the initial state when called within an undefined state during the initialization. Redux checks if reducer handles unknown actions or initial state correctly. To fix this, ensure the reducer explicitly returns the initial state when the state is undefined. Okay. So I will say directly here outside something called return state, return undefined. Slice, slice, slice. I used exact same only. Here, where did I put the mistake then? Create slice, initial state 2, Value 0, name counter, reducers, increment, decrement, increment by amount, export, export. Correct only. Mm, just type initial state should be initial state. Okay. Maybe if it is a spelling mistake for initial state also it is taking it like this. Okay. How it will work in this case then we'll do one thing. It can be any name basically. But why it is not taking any another name is see it's just a simple typo mistake. Guys, it's just a typo mistake. Initial state 2 it is not taking. It is always looking for initial state only. Whenever I'm giving 1, 2, this is subtracting it. Here counter ke andar value is there. Now same thing which I did yesterday, Redux, same thing I did using slice. Slice is more easy than the Redux. Why? In Redux, you will have reducer separately, action separately, and you will have switch case and all. But in Redux toolkit, nothing will be there. Directly, you will put one slice. Slice will have a name. Slice will have automatically initial state. Slice will have reducers. In this reducers, automatically you will get the switch case. And whatever the values you are creating, these values you can even return as actions. क्या हुआ? Sleepy? Huh? These values you can even return using the actions and then I am default returning the reducer. Whatever you are defaultly returning. Now go to the store. I'm taking it as create reducer 2 and I added it. Yesterday I created my store. Today I created artist store using the reducer. Yesterday I used create store. Now I used configure store. Yesterday I used reducer separately, action separately. Now I combined reducer and actions. I made it single thing called slice. That was the major differences. Any doubts? Online any doubts, ma? Online any doubts? No. Just try it once. Just try it once. Redux and Redux toolkit. If you want to try now, try this app. There is one app called To To-do app. Do you know how to do to-do? To-do is like adding one value, like something, one input box is there, people will enter, it will add and it will remove. Like that a basic to-do do. Try a basic to-do and then use that Redux, use that Redux toolkit, use the context API. Using these three things, you will understand how to handle something big projects. Okay. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? There are much more advanced things like Saga and Tongue. Middlewares are there, which we will discuss it like in later classes. Like when we do real-time projects now, I will show you something like middleware, which is Saga or Tongue or something kind of. Is this clear? Now, tomorrow we will discuss the hooks, which is most important. I will tell you some remaining hooks. There are two more hooks majorly. In interview, they will ask you two more hooks, which are called use memo and use callback. What is use memo? What is use callback? And how to create your own custom hooks. I will explain it tomorrow, which will complete our React. And Monday onwards, we'll start our practice. We'll do our projects or portfolios or real time things. Now, if you check our syllabus, These were the topics we have discussed in our Redux React. We need to discuss the TypeScript and all also. Monday we will discuss TypeScript or Next.js or something kind of one. If anyone wants to see the Next.js one, I highly recommend you to come to my workshop, which is on Sunday. You can understand it now. This Sunday I'm conducting a workshop morning 10 o'clock on Next.js. Okay, so I will create a full stack app using the Next.js so that you will understand how to start Next.js, how to use this Next.js and all. Okay, in the online only. Now, sir, Node.js CRUD operations. We don't do CRUD operations, but if you wanted like Node.js CRUD operations, I will do it. CRUD operations also. CRUD operations, I will show it so that you will understand more. Next.js కి అర్థం కాల వర్క్షాపా వర్క్షాప్ ఆన్లైన్ లింకా అది అడ్మిన్ అడగాలి మీరు. You can ask the admin outside. Those people will give it to you. I don't have it. Okay. Yeah. Any other? Any other doubts you have? No. I will provide you tomorrow interview questions also. I will provide you tomorrow interview questions and complete notes of the React so that if you have anything also you can ask me. GitHub. You know GitHub. You upload your website into GitHub. GitHub will connect to Netlify. Take it this site. Now you go here, go to Netlify. If you wanted to upload into Netlify, when you go Netlify, usually what we will do, we will click build now. Don't build it. Instead, without building, click here, import an existing project. Click there. And then use GitHub. You push your code into GitHub. GitHub will have your React code. And you take the code from the GitHub one. Here you select the repository and the path of the particular folder. Automatically, that one, it will only build it. The Netlify only build it. Now what will happen? This Netlify always checks that particular Git because it is building now. Now tomorrow when you change something and push it into GitHub, Netlify will automatically check it the GitHub repo and will check it and will take the code and will again build it. It will only automatically do it. So that way it will get it always live site. Okay. Online, is it clear, ma? If anyone wants to try, you can try it with the GitHub one. I think we discussed Git and GitHub, na? We never discussed Git and GitHub. Well, we have time actually. We can do Git and GitHub also. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Git, GitHub, TypeScript, Next.js, CRUD operations. We can start it. We have solid week next week. Anything more you want also let me know. Anything more you wanted, let me know so that we will add. Huh? Firebase चाहिए. Firebase. We will add it in our main project. I will put main project Firebase. In our final project, I will put the Firebase so that you will understand it. Firebase क्या है. గిటాబ్ నుంచి ఇప్పుడే చెప్పాను ఇదే కదా మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను చూడు. Add new site, import existing project, select GitHub, select the project. What was the repo for us? React main No, not 9. What is our repo name? 9 a.m. React, na? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. React. This is the one. If I go to this 9 a.m. React, now here, what is the site name you want? 9 a.m. React. .netlify.app. Now here, what is the main branch to deploy? Main branch. Now what is the base directory? That means where is your application is? My application is in the React folder inside the basic Redux demo. Inside the React, inside the basic Redux demo. Inside React, inside basic Redux demo. Why it is happening it like this? Redux. Okay. Redux demo. Basic Redux demo. Then what is the build command? npm run build. Do you have any environment variables? Any secret case you have? I don't have any API keys or any secret things. Deploy. State management and clearing the memory to keep up the app lightweight. See, this is state management. We are having it. Clearing up the memories, you have it like something React scan. We use it actually to make your website more nice. Tomorrow you will understand. There are two hooks. One is called use memo, another one is use callback. Those two deals with the memory one. Online, is it clear, ma? Why it is taking this much deploy? Deploy. It is done. Now go here, site configuration. I name React. Why it came empty, Ray? Failed to expected a JavaScript module script, but the server responded with MIME. Huh? Somewhere small mistake happened, maybe. But if you exactly do it now, it will work. Give the folder automatically, it will deploy. Next onwards, whenever you upload into your GitHub, automatically it will take it. Same procedure. Procedure is same. Online, any questions, ma? No. That's it for today. Thank you all.